It's taken me a while to get back here. I know it's taken me a minute. I literally thought I would do my first YouTube video and then, yeah, this is me on YouTube, but life. So I'm trying to get into the flow and yeah, this is my second one. I am basically going to share a bit about me. So I've kind of gone straight into it. Welcome to my channel. I am a creative business owner and a homemaker. Over the last year or so, pretty much all of 2024, I basically was unraveling from corporate life. I used to be a corporate recruiter and was in the corporate space for over a decade. So I worked within financial services, professional services, the big four, and tech in corporate. So I left that all behind at the beginning of 2024. So I guess you might want to know a bit about me, because you're here. I left work last year to be really a stay-at-home mum, and I didn't really have a plan. All I knew is that I wanted my life to change and to do more fulfilling work, whatever that looked like. And you know, for me mainly that is to look after my family, and I never thought I would be one of those people really. I went to uni, did a law degree. I spent a year in New York. That was like my first stint into financial services, but then after that I came back to the UK, carried on in financial services. My last role was in a big four organisation where I did recruiting auditors and consultants, and yeah, that was my world for a while. And in the midst of that, got married, had kids, and just felt like there was a disconnect between who I felt like I was and the life that I was living. Really early on in my life, I was quite creative. I used to sing. Like, people who would know me in the past know me to be like a singer, a writer, and the way that my life was moving just did not feel like that. And Simply Tossing as a channel is just getting back to the purpose of life and intentionality of living. Me leaving my job was such a big shift in my life because I didn't realise how much I placed my identity in work. And so this journey is me figuring out like who I want to be. And I know there's so many people who kind of feel the same way. So I'll be talking a lot about some of the things I'm learning, how I'm processing, how I'm slowing down, minimizing. Minimalism is something I'm trying to incorporate. I'm not a minimalist by any means, but I really want to be. You know when you see people with their clear spaces and no clutter, you're like, yeah, can that be my life? So that's kind of what I'm going to be trying to incorporate. A bit more slowness, a bit more reflection, and I'll be sharing the ways that I'm doing that. And also, as a mother, creativity feels sometimes hard to come by. But I'm learning ways to do that, and I'd love to share that. And also hear about, if you are in a similar place or, have been on this journey, like what are the tools that you use to stay creative in parenting. But just to talk a little bit about where I've been over the last year, or some of the things I've been doing. So I've done a few courses on writing and creativity that really help to unlock just my mindset and change the way I thought about creativity, because I think when you're in a corporate space, there's not always room for being creative. There's a playbook of how things are supposed to be. There's a ladder that you're supposed to climb, and you don't really make room for your own thoughts. It's more you're making room for what will look good to others, what will make this company thrive, but not necessarily on what you feel and your well-being. I basically started to realise that creativity is so valuable and so worthy of my time. I started a Substack, which you can sign up to. It's called Hunt Your Creative, and I'll put the link to that below as well if you're interested in my journey. I am trying to get more consistent on that, but you will hear from me there as well as here. and I got to meet a lot of creative people as well on the different courses that I took. I took a creative courage course where I met people from all walks of life, all trying to introduce more creativity in their life, and I'll share a link as well to the organisation that runs that too. I read a lot of books, listened mainly on Audible because I'm trying to get back into reading. I don't know about you, but I do find it challenging. I feel like my concentration over the years has just diminished, and I think that is a general theme for a lot of people. Can we blame social media? I think maybe our phones, maybe. I think that's kind of what's been affecting me. So I've read about digital minimalism as well, which I'll talk a bit about here because I'm trying to find ways to incorporate that in my life as a homemaker and a creative business owner. I know it's really powerful to document the journey, and I really want to be able to look back, not just for me, but for my kids as well, to be able to see how I took a decision to live the life that I want to live and be intentional and use what I have, not let my life just kind of not be passive in my life. You only get one, and I don't want to be passive in it. I don't want to live a life that I don't like or I don't recognize. And honestly, even though I am uncertain about the future in some ways, what I am certain about is that I'm doing what I need to be doing and I'm where I need to be. And so that is a great feeling because it's a feeling I haven't had for a very, very, very long time. I guess you're getting a bit of a feel of some of the things that we'll be talking about on this channel, and hopefully we can have discussions and come back, chat, get in the comments. I really want to hear from you if this resonates with you, if this is something that you are trying to do or have done. And I'm here to learn and I'm here to share as well. So please, do share with me. Understanding my values has been a massive part of me just shifting the way that I live, and I'll be sharing about that here, and also how my faith drives how I want to live, creativity as well as business, because one of the things that happened in the last year was that I started a family business in website design. So those are some of the things I'm passionate about. If any of this resonates with you, I'd love for you to subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to subscribe to my newsletter where I share lessons learned, recommendations as well about looking into creativity and exploring that more, then do sign up. But for now, see you later.